Okay. So now you can see, in the previous class, we have already discussed about the break statement. Now, can you modify the code, same code using the go to statement instead of using the break statement? Can we do the same program using the go to statement? Anyone? Anyone? So can we write like that? So when we are getting the any factor, then we will write go to, or we are going to say like that, go to up, something like that. And here basically we are writing the level up, and then we are going to do like that. So can we write like that? So in this case it will work like as a break statement. So just you can see, when we are getting any factor, directly we are writing go to up, and directly we will reach to this place. Directly we will reach to this place, and then we have to check if the flag value double equal to 0, then we have to print a slash print a percentile d slash n I. Now we are going to check whether this program is working or not. So now we are going to enter 20. Now you can see it is working. So go to a statement, here we are using same like as a break statement. Just you can see, in the break statement also, when the compiler is going to execute the break statement, it will automatically come out from the inner for loop, not from the outer for loop. This is one important point. The same thing we have written here, go to up, and here we have defined one level, so directly it will go to this place. Directly it will go to this place. Okay, directly it will go to this place. Okay, yes, in the book it is clearly mentioned we are going to avoid this go to statement. Normally we are not using the go to statement, because when you are writing the bigger program, then in this case it become very difficult to fetch the statement. So as for example, here you are writing the go to up. Now you have to search whole program where we have written the up level. Somewhere you are writing the go to down, go to level 1, go to level 2. So it's become very difficult to fetch. It become very difficult to draw the flowchart diagram for the specific program. So that's why nowadays we are not using the go to statement. Nowadays we are not using the go to statement. We are using the for loop, while loop, do while loop. We are not using the go to statement. Instead of using the go to statement, we are going to use the while loop, do while loop, and for loop statement. Okay, but in the exam, some question may become related to the go to statement. It may be possible like that. In the exam, some question definitely come related to the go to statement. Okay. Now, next one, continuous statement. So where we are using the continuous. So in the continuous statement, we have already discussed. In the continuous statement, basically, when the compiler is going to execute the continuous statement, after that it will not execute the rest of the part. Directly it will go to the next statement. Directly it will go to the next iteration. You can say directly it will go to the next iteration. So as for example, now assume that we are writing one program, simple one program. Just you can see. So now we can see what is the use of this continuous statement. Okay, so now we are going to write one program where we are finding the average of non-zero number. We are finding the average of non-zero number. Okay, so basically we have defined some program, some variable, and after that we are going to find the sum and average of non-zero number. So as for example, if the user has entered 1 2 0 3, then we will get the average equal to 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 3. We will not consider 0. We will not consider 0. Okay, when the user will enter any negative number, then in this case will come out from the loop. Try to understand what I am saying like that. When the user will enter any negative number, we will come out from the loop. We will come out from the loop. And when the user will enter any positive number, then in this case we have to find the average, but we will not consider any zero value. We will not consider any zero value. So now you can see how to write this program. So first we are taking the first input, and we are going to check whether the user has entered any positive number or negative number or 0. So if the user has entered 0 negative number, then in this case there is no need to calculate the average value. If the first number is negative, means the user is not interested to calculate the average value. Okay, so now you can see, so first we are taking one number n. Okay, after that we are going to define int sum equal to 0 and int count equal to, we are also going to count how many numbers the user had entered. Okay, so we are writing int count equal to 0. After that we are writing while greater than equal to 0. If this condition is true, while the value of n greater than equal to 0. If the value of n is negative, then we assume like that the user is not interested in finding sum and average value. Okay, now here we are going to check. Now we have to check if Try to understand. If the value of n double equal to 0, try to understand. If the value of n double equal to 0, we have to not do anything. So simply we are writing here continue. Okay. Now after that, just you can see, simply we are writing here continue. If the value of n double equal to 0, we are writing continue. Otherwise, we will write sum equal to sum plus n. And after that, we are writing count equal to count plus 1. And after that, we are writing here as scanf, the user to enter. Please turn off your microphone. Okay. Now you can see there is also one problem in this code. Can you find what is the problem in this code? Anyone? Just you can see, because in the previous class we have also written how to find the summation of the number. Okay. Now can you find what is the problem in this code? Okay. After that, when you are coming out from this loop, then you have to write printf sum equal to percentile d and average equal to percentile f, and then we are writing here sum, then we are writing here float sum divided by count. Now can you tell me here also one problem is there? Just you can see, when the user has entered 0, then in this case directly we are going to this statement. We are not changing the value of 0. Try to understand. We are not changing the value of 0 when the user has entered. Try to understand. This is very, very important point. When the user has entered 0, then in this case basically we are not going to change the value. So in this case basically it will go to the infinite loop. So here what we can do like that, before writing the continuous statement, we have to check the next. You can see. Okay, now you can see. So what we are doing here, just you can see, when the user is going to enter any positive number, means we can assume like that the user is interested to find the sum and average value. When the user has entered 0, then in this case we will not compute this expression. We will not execute this expression for 0, because our objective is to find the sum and average of non-zero positive number. Non-zero positive number. We are not going to the 0 part. Non-zero positive number. So now you can see what we are writing here. If the user is going to enter 0, then in this case we will ask the user to enter next number, and again we will go and check whether the user has entered 0 or not, whether the user has entered this number or not. If the user is going to enter any positive number, then in this case we have to increment the value of sum, we have to increment the value of count, and after that we will ask the user to enter the next value. So now you can see we are going to check whether it is working fine or not. Okay. So now we are writing 1, 2, 0, 0, 5, then 4, then 0, then we are writing here minus 1. Can you tell me what is the summation of the number and what is the average of the number? Anyone? What is the summation of the number? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, divided by 5. Okay, 14 divided by 5, because we are not going to consider here, we are not going to consider the value. So now you can see it is coming 5. So it is coming 14 and average equal to it is coming 2.8. So now you can see this is the use of here continuous statement. This is the use of continuous statement, because when you are writing the continuous statement, it will not execute the rest of the part. Directly it will go to the next iteration. Okay. Now we will see some question related to the break, continue and for loop. So what type of question come in your placement exam and GATE exam? Okay. After that, whatever your query, we will discuss after 9:45. Okay. Now you can see. Can you tell me what is the output we will get for this statement? If you are using the box method, 100% you will find the right output. If you are using some types of box method, then 100% you will get the right output. Now, anyone, can you please try what value will get here? Anyone? If you are using the box method, then you will find the right output. Just you can see. So here what we are writing here, we are creating the two different box C and the value equal to 5. And second one we are writing here number 10. Okay, number 10. Now you can see. Now In this box, at a time, we can store exactly one value. We cannot store more than one value in this box. Here also, because we are writing the normal integer values, here we can only store integer value. We cannot store float value, and even we cannot store character value. If you are going to store character value, then in this case, basically, we will store, if you are going to store character value, then in this case, basically, we will store the ASCII value of the character. Now you can see how we are going to find. First, we are writing number equal to number divided by C. Okay. What is the value of number here? Number is 10 divided by 2, divided by 5, because the value of C, it will become 2. So now we are going to update this value 2. Okay. After that, we are writing while C minus minus. Try to understand. While C minus minus. Can you tell me what is the value of the expression C minus minus? Anyone? What is the value of the expression C minus minus? Anyone? What is the value of the expression C minus minus? Anyone? 5. Okay. But after that, this value become your 4. After that, this value become 4. Okay. Now, what is the current value of C? 4. And the C minus minus basically 5. So this statement is considered as true statement. So again, it will go to this statement. Again, we are writing NO equal to NO divided by C. What is the current value of NO? 2 divided by 4. What value will get? 2 divided by 4. What value will get? 2 divided by 4. Because both your integer. So this value become your 0. Clear? This value become your 0. Now, next iteration, what is the value of C become? Just you can see. In the next iteration, what is the value of C become? Just you can see. In the next iteration, what is the value of C? Current C minus minus. What is the value of this expression? Anyone? What is the value of this expression? C minus minus. What is the value of this expression? 4. Okay. After this expression, it become 3, and this statement is considered as true. Again, it will go to this one. 0 divided by 3. What value it will get? 0. Now this value again become 3. After this expression, it become 2. Again, after this expression, it become 1. Now you can see when the value of C equal to 1, it will come to this point. It will check whether the condition is true or false. Here the condition is true. 1 minus means condition is true. So it will return 1. After that, the value of C becomes 0. After the value of C becomes 0. Now we are writing 0 divided by 0 is not defined. So in this case, basically we will get the runtime error, or we will get the not defined. This one at least we will try. I'm expecting the right answer here. Can you tell me what is the answer we will get for this one? What value it will print? Anyone?
Sir, 0 by 0 is also calculated.
Sorry?
0 by 0. Sir, 0 by 0 also calculated, sir. Like in that.
No, 0 is not calculated. Because 0 divided by 0 is not defined.
Yes, sir. Like that step is also there, sir. In system.
So here 0 into 0 it will become 0. 0 into 0 it will become 0. But when you are writing 0 divided by 0, then in this case it is not defined. Okay, so now I think most of the students are giving the right answer here. So just you can see what is the value of I equal to 0. When the value of I equal to 0, it will go to this and check the condition. I is smaller than 20. Condition is true. It will come to the switch statement. What is the value of I? 0. Case 0. I plus equal to 5. What is the value of I become? 5. After that, it will execute all the statement until it will find the break statement. So 5, next it will become 7, next it will become 12, next it will become 16, and after that when you are writing the break, it will come only out from the switch statement, not from the for loop. It will only come out from the switch statement, and it will print the value equal to 16. Again, it will go to this statement, the value of 16, I becomes 17. This value becomes 17. Now check the condition. 17 is smaller than 20. Condition is true. Again, it will come to the switch expression. Which statement will go? Default statement. 17 plus 4, 21. Again, break. It will print the value 21. 16, then 21. Then the value of I become 22. Condition is false. So it will only print 16 and 21 is the right answer. So just you can see this types of question will come in your exam. Now in this case, can you tell me how many times the bits will print? Anyway, how many times bits will print? This question is based on both the concept break as well as continue.
Sir, the question disappeared, sir. Can you please present?
Yeah, I have already presented here. Just we'll see. Anyone, how many times it will print? Just you can see, if you are using the box method, you can find the right answer. What is the value of I? Minus 5. While I is smaller than equal to 5, just you can see, while I is smaller than equal to 5, can you tell me the condition is true or false? In the value of I equal to minus 5, condition is true or false? Condition is true. Then we are writing if I greater than equal to 0, then it will go to the break statement. Here you can see the value of I is smaller than 0. It will not execute this one. Else it will go to the I plus plus. When it will go to the I plus plus, this value become, what value it will become? Minus 4. It will become minus 4. And then we are writing here continuous statement. In the case of continuous statement, what will happen like that? Directly it will go to this part. Directly it will go to the this part. Now again it will check. 4 is smaller than equal to, just you can see here again we are going to check. Minus 4 is smaller than, condition is true. Again it will come to the else part, it will go to the minus 3. So never it will execute this statement. Just you can see either it will execute this statement or it will execute the break statement. When it will execute the break statement, automatically it will come out from the while loop. And when you are going to execute the continuous statement, it will go to this part. Never it will execute this bits statement. So it will print 0 times. So carefully, if you are going to check, then you will find the answer. Just you can see some students are saying 6, some students are saying 5, some students are saying infinite. But if you are using this types of method, 100% you will find the right answer. Now you can see in this case, what is the answer we will get? I think you can give the right answer for this question. I'm expecting 100% right answer for this question. Yes, finally the value of I becomes 0. When the value of I becomes 0, it will come out from the for while loop. Now in this case, can you tell me what value it will print? Anyone? Anyone? Just you can see how to solve. First, we are going to execute I equal to 3. Here we are writing I equal to 3. Just you can see, we are writing I equal to 3. Then we are going to check while I minus minus, condition is true or false. Anyone? Condition is true or false. I minus minus, condition is true or false. Condition is true, but after that this value becomes 2. Now again we are going to create one box with the name I and that value equal to 100. Now we are writing I minus minus. Which value we are talking about? We are talking about this value because we will always go to the local part. Okay. So this value become 99. Then we are printing 99. When you are coming out from this braces, this memory is going to delete it. This memory is going to delete it. Again, we are going to check I minus minus. Which one I will check? This I will check. This value become 1. Again, we are going to create one new memory with the 100. And then we are writing I minus minus. This value become 99. So again, it will print 99. So it will print 3 times 99, 99 and 99. Okay. So the output is 99, 99 and 99. This one, at least you will give the answer for this question. Whether it will go to the infinite loop or it will print some value. How many times bits will print? Anyone? It will go to the infinite loop or it will print some value. Or it will print some syntax error. Just we'll also check. It will print some syntax error. Because here we are not writing the percentile D and we are writing here J++. What will happen? Anyone? In this case, we already know the compiler will always execute from the right to left, and when it is going to print the value, it will print from the left to right. So first it will execute the statement J++, then it will print the value bits, and after that the compiler will check whether the user has entered any control string or not. If the user has not entered any control string, then in this case it will not print the value of J++, it will only print the value bits, but always it will execute the expression J++. That we have already discussed in the previous class. So when you are writing the printf function, something like printf percentile d, percentile d, percentile d. 3 times you are writing percentile d. Then you are writing I plus j, I plus plus, comma j plus plus, comma k plus plus, comma l plus plus. Then in this case, it will execute this time, and after that it will treat as a comma operator. parameter. Okay. Now, anyone can you tell me what is the answer we'll get? Anyone, what is the answer we'll get? Blindly you are saying infinite loop. Okay. If you are using the box method, 100% you will find the right answer. Just you can see. So first we are going to create the two variable. First one, I equal to 1. And can you tell me what is the value of j? Anyone, what is the value of j? Anyone, what is the value of j? Anyone, what is the value of j? Because this is auto variable. What is the default value of auto variable? That we have already discussed. Default value of auto variable, garbage value. It will contain some garbage value, not zero, garbage value. So now we are writing here 767. That is the garbage value. Okay. Now we are going to check this one condition is true, because there is no any syntax error here. We are not writing the condition, always the condition is true. If I, can you tell me what is the value of this expression I? 1. 1 is considered as true or false? Anyone? 1 is considered as a true or false? Anyone? 1 is considered as true or false? True. If this is true, then we are writing j equal to minus I. This value becomes 0, and what is the value of j become? J value also become 0. Can we write the value of j become also 0, because we are writing j equal to minus I. Now you can see, if j is smaller than 10, condition true or false? Anyone? Condition true or false? Condition is true. Then in this case, first we are going to execute j plus plus, and it will print one value bits. Clear? Now we are going for the else part. We will not go. Again, we will go for this one. Condition is always true. Now you can check if I condition is true or false. Anyone? If I condition is true or false, what is the value of I? 0. 0 is treated as a true or false. Anyone? 0 is treated as a true or false. False statement. So in this case, it will not execute this statement. Again, it will come to this one. J is smaller than 10. 1 is smaller than 10. Condition is true. It will go to the j plus plus. This value becomes 2. Again, it will print one more time bits. Same like that, it will go for the 9. Again, it will print 9 times bits. When it will go to the 10, this condition become false. It will go to the else part. It will write the break statement. It will come out from the for loop. It will come out from the for. So it will print 10 times. It will print 10 times. Okay. So carefully we'll check. If you are blindly, if you are giving the answer, 100% you will give the wrong answer. If you are using these types of method, box method, 100% you will find the right answer. 100% you will find the right answer. But blindly, if you are saying like that, no, the answer is 1, or it will print infinite, something like that, 100% you will get the 0 marks. Okay. Next one. At least I am expecting right answer for this question. Which part is your auto? This one, auto variable. We have already discussed about the different types of storage class. Auto, static, register, external. Auto, static, register, and external. Now, in this case, can you tell me what is the answer? Which one is the right answer? Anyone? Which one is the best one? We are going to find best one. Just you can see. Break and continue can be used for loop, while loop, do while loop body. Besides that, continue and break can be used in the switch and if else body. Can we use the break and switch, break and continue? Can we use the break and continue in if else statement? No, we cannot use. Next one, break and continue used for the for while do while loop, but only break can be used in the switch body. So D is the right answer. Just you can see D is the right answer, because rest of the thing you will see break and continue can be used for while loop and switch body. No, continue cannot be used for the switch. Wrong. Continue can be used for the for while loop and do while loop body. This is true, but we are going to find the best statement. We are going to find the best statement. So this two statement is also true, but in this case, basically if you are going to find which one is your best statement, then definitely we can say D is your best statement. D is your best statement. Now, second last question. This one at least you will tell me what is the answer we'll get. I think within a second you can give the answer for this question. How many times bits will print? Anyone? How many times bits will print? Yes, it will print 0 times. Okay, because when we are writing the go to statement, directly it will jump to the loop, and after that only one statement is there break, it will come out from the loop. So 0 time it will print the bits statement. Okay, so carefully we'll check the question. If you are checking the question carefully, then you will find the answer. So this types of question you can expect in from while loop, do while loop, and for loop. While loop, do while loop, and for loop. Clear? While loop, do while loop, and for loop. Okay. So if you have any question related to while loop and do while loop and for loop, then please ask. After that, we will start one most important topic, that is called the array. Okay. So whatever your doubt, just please ask. Okay. So now we are going to start. Can you explain why E was wrong? Because we cannot use the while break and continue for if else statement. For if else statement, we cannot use the break and continue. We cannot use the break and continue. Okay. Okay. Now you can see this is a very, very important point. Whatever we are going to discuss, that is the very, very, very important point. Okay. Now you can see when you are writing here int, okay, or you are writing here character B, or you are writing the float C or something like that. Okay. Okay, so in the auto variable, by default, it will store the garbage value. Just to go through the storage class, when we have discussed about the auto variable storage class, what is the scope of auto variable? What is the lifetime of auto variable? What is the default value of auto variable? So default value for auto variable is garbage value, scope within the braces, lifetime is also within the braces. So just go through that lecture. If you have any doubt, then we'll clear it. Now you can see this is a very, very important point. When you are writing here int A, basically it will create one box, and the type of this box is your integer, and the name of this box is your A. And each box has some unique address. So it will store some address 2000. Try to understand. This is the memory address 2000. Okay. When we are writing here A, what value it will return? What is the value present inside this box? What is the value present inside this box? 10. Then it will return you the value 10 when you are writing the A. When you are writing simply A, it will return you the value A. What do you mean by that? When you are writing int A, it will create one box. If you are writing int A equal to 10, it will put 10 value inside the box. And each box has some memory. Okay, this is called the address of the box. Okay. After that, the type of this box is your integer. Okay, and can you tell me what is the size of this box? 2 bytes or 4 bytes? It will depend upon your compiler. Okay, because we already know integer will take 2 bytes or 4 bytes, character will take 1 byte, float will take 4 bytes. Then if you are going for the long integer, that will also take 4 bytes. Long integer, it will take 8 bytes of memory. Okay, now you can see this is a very important point. Can you tell me how to print this address of the box? Anyone? How to print the address of the box? If you are writing here and of A, it will print you the address of the box. So if you are writing here and of A, it will print you the value of address of the box. So if you are going to find the address of the box, then we will write and of A. Again, if you know the address of the box, try to understand. If you know the address of the box equal to 2000, that is stored in P, can you tell me how to find the value present in this 2000? We have to use star P, that we have already discussed in the lecture. Okay. So now assume that the P we are getting 2000, or you can write star and of P. You can write this one. Now, this is the very, very, very important part. When you are writing here A plus 1, what is the value will get? Anyone? If the value of A equal to 10, what is the value of A plus 1? Anyone? What is the value of A plus 1? This is very, very important point. The value of A plus 1 is your 11. Okay. But if you are writing here P plus 1, or if you are writing here and of A plus 1, then in this case, it will go to the next memory allocation. It will go to the next memory allocation. What is the next memory allocation? Because this one, now assume that in your system integer is taking the 4 bytes of memory, it will go to the next memory allocation. That address is 2004. Means if you are writing here and of A plus 1, this is nothing but equal to address of A plus size of the box into 1 size means, try to understand what I'm saying like that. If this is a one box, this address is 2000, value is 8, and here you are writing something called something like that. This is your integer type, and integer is taking 4 bytes. If you are writing here and of a plus 1, it will return you 2004. It will not return you 2001. It will go to the next memory address. Same like that, if you are going to write a plus 2, it will return you 2008. And of a plus 3, it will return you 2000 plus size into 3. If you are writing and of a plus n, it will return you 2000 plus n into 4. 2000 plus n into 4. Try to understand. Basically, when we are going to add any integer value to the address, it will go to the next memory allocation. It will not go to the next value. It is not like that. It will return you 2001. It will go to the 2004, 2008, 2012. As for example, now try to understand. We are writing here character a equal to c. Now, after that, you are writing here and of a plus 1. If the address of a equal to 1000, can you tell me what is the value of and of a plus 1? Anyone? What is the value of and of a plus 1? What is the value of and of a plus 1? 1000 to 1. It will give you 1001. Why? Because the size of the character is 1 byte. So it will add only 1 byte to the memory. It will go 1000 to 1. It will go 1001. Just you can see, this is a very important point. It will go to the 1001. In this address, try to understand. This is also very important point. In this address, you can only add, you can only subtract, but you cannot apply into and division. You cannot apply into and division. You cannot write and of a into 2. You cannot write and of a divided by 2. This is not a valid expression. You can only add some value. You can only subtract some value, but you cannot apply any multiplication and division. You cannot apply any multiplication and division. Just you can see. So that thing we have already discussed. If you are writing and of a plus 1, it will go to the next memory address. Okay. Yes, that one is right. If you are writing here star and of a plus 1, that is right. So it will go to, it will give you the address for the next memory allocation. So what is the value present in 2004? It will give you the value present in 2004. Okay. Now you can see, this is the one important point. Second one. No, it did not follow the cycle. It will not follow any types of cycle. This is just like an address. Okay. Next one. This is also very important point. If you are writing here, if you have no any idea, and if the address is empty, then in this case it will give you the segmentation fault. It will give you the segmentation fault. This is not the valid address. This one will give you the segmentation fault. Now you can see, if you are writing here a equal to 10. Now in this case, can you tell me how many times, how many value? Just you can see, this is also very important point. How many value we can store at a time, at a single instance of time? How many value we can store in this a? Can you tell me how many value we can store in a? Anyone? How many value we can store? Only one value, or exactly one value. We cannot store more than one value. But now assume that you are working for some requirement where you are going to store more than one value. Where you are going to store more than one value. So as for example, now assume that you are working for one requirement like that, you are going to store the marks for all the students. Okay, marks for all the students. You are going to store the marks for all the students. Now assume that in your class the total number of students is 300. Okay. If you are going to use this types of variable, then at a time you can store only one value, or exactly one value. Your task is to store the 300 students marks. Then in this case, what we can do, we have to create the 300 different variable. If we are not going through the array concept, then in this case we have to create the 300 different variable to store the marks, 300 different variable to store the marks. After that, if someone will ask you to compare the marks of first student with the fifth student, again you will become confused how to write, because you have created the different variable for the different student. How to find which variable we have used to store the address value for or marks for the student 1, and which variable we have used to store the marks for student 5. So in this case, basically, when we are going to store more than one value, then in this case, basically, we are going for the array concept. Basically, we are going for the array concept. Okay. How to create the array? We have to write here data type, because the array is only used to store the similar type of data. Okay. So if you are writing the integer, we are going to create one array to store only integer value. Then we will give the variable name, same like that, your identifier name. The first character is your either underscore or alphabets, and after that you will write the value. And then we are giving the value, how many address or how many value we are going to store. So if you are writing here int marks, and here we will write 300 square bracket. Basically, we are writing here square bracket. Means we have created one marks as a one variable that is used to store the address of, that is used to store the marks of 300 different students. Okay, what do you mean by that? Just you can see, this is very important point. Just you can see, if we are writing here int a equal to int a of 5, something like that, then in this case, basically it will create these types of boxes 2, 3, 4, 5. It will write the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here it will write the name. Okay, it always store the data in continuous memory allocation. All the data is purchased in the continuous memory allocation. This is also one important point. Okay, this is also one important point. Okay. Now, if the integer is taking 4 bytes of memory, and if the starting address is 2000, can you tell me what is the address of this box? Anyone? Can we say the address of this box is 2004? Can we say the address of this box is 2008? This one is 2012, and this one is 2016. Okay? Because integer is taking the 4 bytes of memory, and we have already mentioned the array always store the data in continuous memory allocation. Array always store the data in continuous memory allocation. Okay. Now you can see, this is also very important point. Int b equal to 10. When you are writing b equal to 10, b, this one is 10, and here we are writing 2000. Or if you assume like that, this is 3000. Can you tell me what is the value of b? When you are typing b, what the value it will return? If you are writing normal int b equal to 10, what the value it will return? Just you can see what value it will return. A1. What value it will return if you are writing int b equal to 10? What the value it will return? Just previous concept, what value it will return? What is the value purchased inside this box? But in the case of array, this is very important point. In the case of array, when you are writing a, it will return you the base address of this array. This is called the starting address of this array, or also called the base address of this array. So it will return you the base address of this array when you are writing a. And if a is your array, then when you are writing a, it will return you the value 2000. It will return you the value 2000. Can you tell me what is the value of a plus 2? Anyone? What is the value of a plus 2? Anyone? What is the value of a plus 2? Anyone? What is the value of a plus 2? 2008. Because what is your a? A is the base address, and if you are going to add a 2, then we have to write the 2000 plus 4 into 2, because the size of each box is your 4 bytes of memory. When you are writing a plus 2, it will give you the address of this one, or you can write AND of a 2. Okay, so just you can see what we are writing here. Just you can see. First, you already know what do you mean by a. A is the base address. Or if you are writing here a bracket index value, because this is a index always starting from 0. If you are writing a bracket index value, then in this case it will return you what is the value present in this index. Okay, 0 index when you are writing a of 0. Same like that, if you are writing a of 3, it will return you the value 6. If you are writing a of 4, it will return you the value 7. It will return you the value 7. Just you can see what we are writing here, a of 3, a bracket 3, then it will return you the value. And if you are going to find the fourth index value, it will return you the value 7. Or you can use, this is also very important point, just you can see. Now assume that if you are going to find the address of a of 3, can you tell me what is the address of a of 3? This third box, anyone? What is the address of the third box? Can we write 2000 plus 3? Can we write 2000 plus 3? Can we write 2000 plus 3, or can we write a plus 3? Can we write a plus 3? A plus 3 nothing but the address of this box, because we have already discussed about the how to add value in the memory address. Now, if you know the address of the box, how to find the value present inside the box? Anyone? How to find the value present inside the box? If you know the address of the box, anyone? Can we write here a star of a plus 3? Can we write a star of a plus 3? A plus 3 is the address of this box, third box. And if you are writing a star means what is the value present inside this third box? So we have to write a star of a plus 3. What do you mean by that? Just you can see. If you are writing here array int a of 10, then in this case, if you are writing a, that will return you the base address. If you are writing a plus I, address of ith box, where the I will start from 0 to n minus 1, address of the ith box, because the index is going to start from 0. Or you can write and of a of I. All three are same. If you are writing and of a of I, we are going to find the address of ith index. Or you will write a plus I, address of the ith index. Or you will write a star a plus I, that will return you the value present in the ith index. Or you will write a of I, that will return you what is the value present in the ith box. Okay, just you can see how we are going to write. So as for example, just you can see, after that your concept become clear. Now assume that we are going to store 5 marks. We are asking the user to enter 5 marks, and after that, or 5 value, after that we are going to calculate what is the average value. Okay, so we are going to create one array, the size is 5. Now we are asking the user to enter the value, and we will use the scanf function. So here we are going to write for, before that we have to create I equal to 0 for I is smaller than 5, I plus. It will go to the 5 times. Then we are writing here a scanf. Then you are taking integer percentile d. Either you will write here a plus I, or write here scanf percentile d, comma, and of a of I, both are same. So either you will write a plus I, or you will write a scanf percentile d and of a of I, both are same. There is no any difference between this one, because what is your a? A is the base address, and first you are adding 0, 1, 2, 3. You already know if you are adding 0, it will be base address 1, address of the first box, 2, address of the second box, third box, fourth box. Address of the box number is starting from 0, because we have already mentioned the index always start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. After this statement, you have already the value of each project. Means you already get the 5 different values. Now we are going to find what is the sum value. So we are writing int sum equal to 0. Now again we have to write the same thing here. Whatever this we have written here for I equal to 0, I is smaller than this one, and then we'll write sum equal to sum plus a bracket I, or you can write sum equal to sum plus star of a plus I. Both are same. Because if the address is a plus I, what is the value present in the ith block? The star of a plus I. So we are writing a star of a plus I. After that, we have to print the value of printf percentile d, and then we will write here. Now you can see what value it is printing. Just you can see. So we are giving input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just you can see 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 14 plus 1, 15. So just you can see how we are writing this one. So either you will write AND of 5 or you will write A plus I. In the case of array, A is basically the base address. But if you are writing the normal variable, in the case of normal variable, B basically contain what is the value present in this box. But in the case of array, A basically contain what is the address of the first box. If you are going to find the address of the second box, you have to simply add 1. A plus 1, address of the second box. A plus 2, address of the third box. A plus 3, address of the fourth box. A plus 5, address of the sixth box, because the index is starting from 0. Clear? So index is starting from 0. So this is the way basically we are going to take the input and we are going to access the value present in the specific box. Value present in the specific box. Next important point, the index always start from the 0. The index always starting from the 0. Okay. Now next I am going to ask you the last question. After that we will close the session. This is the last question. Now assume that we are going to create one array A of 500. If the base address is given 5000, try to understand. If the base address is given 5000, can you tell me what is the address of A of 200? Anyone? Can you tell me what is the address of A of 200 if the integer is taking 2 bytes of memory? If the integer is taking 2 bytes of memory, what is the address of A of 200? That we are going to give you the answer. What is the address? How to find? Base address 5000 plus. Try to understand. Try to understand. Just you can see. We have already mentioned index always starting from, you are giving the wrong answer. You are giving the wrong answer. Index always starting from 0 or 1. Index always starting from 0 or 1. 0. Okay. So in the case of 0, you have to write 200 minus 0 into 2. Okay. So 5000 plus 400. 5000 plus 400. 5400 is the right answer. 5400 is the right answer. How many students have given the right answer? 5400 is the right answer. Now, next one, at least last one, at least you will try. Please try 500. If the address of A of 300 is 60,000, 60,000. Can you tell me what is the base address? Anyone? What is the base address? If the address of 100 equal to 60,000, can you tell me what is the base address? 200. We will write 200 just to conceive. If you have the doubt, just you can write like that. This is your array 0, 1, 2, 3. Here the address is 2000. This one is 2004. This one is 2008. And this one is 2012. Now you can see. If you are going to find address of 1, can we write 2000 plus 1 into 4? This value. So this one will be 2 bytes. 2 bytes. Integer is taking 2 bytes. 2 bytes. 2 bytes. Integer is taking 2 bytes. In this question, integer is taking 2 bytes of memory. So can we write what is the address of A of 300? Base address plus 300 into 2 divided by equal to 60,000. Okay, what is the address of A? 60,000 minus 300 into 2 is the right answer. So 59,400 is the right answer. Clear? So if you have any question related to the for loop, related to the while loop, or related to the normal array input and output, please ask. Yes, last space is filled by the garbage value. Yes.
Sir, 1 second, can you show the last question?
Yes. Okay, so okay, sorry. So actually the time is over. So maybe tomorrow I am going to organize maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, 6th or 7th. I am going to organize one doubt class from 5 to 7. Okay, doubt class. Okay, in the doubt class, first we will discuss about the Pascal triangle. Okay, so maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I am going to organize one doubt class before the mid-sem exam. Before the mid-sem exam. No, sum and average is not different. You will write the sum divided by number of elements. Sum divided by number of elements.
No, sir. In the case where it stores one garbage value, then sum and average will be different. I am asking this.
Yeah. Sum and average is a different, but you can see how many value are going to store. At least you have the idea. In this case, we have stored the 5 value and we are going to the 5 value.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Yes, we are going to file. So always we will continue. We will always create the extra memory, but you have already idea about the number of students. So we will go up to the number of students. We will not complete all. Now assume that in this case, now assume that we have created for the 5, but now we have only 3 students. So we have to write here 3 and 3. Just you can see. It will work. 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Just you can see it is working 6. Slash T means basically tab. One tab space. So just you can see if you are writing tab, it is going to this one. This is called the slash T. One tab space. Slash T. Now after that, all class are very important, because after that the array is very important concept. Next, your function is very important concept. Function is very important. In your company exam, 20 to 30% question only come from the function. So after that, if you are going to miss single class, then in this case it become very difficult to answer the question in your company exam as well as in the placement exam, because whatever we have discussed, that is the simple concept, but now we are going for the more complex part, that is called the one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, pointer. Because here you can see there is one confusion. If you are writing A, that is called the base address. If you are going for the two-dimensional array, same like that. Just you can see, anyone can give the answer. Just you can see, if you are giving the answer, now I assume that you have expert in this one. If you are writing A of 5, what is the value of A plus 1 if the base address is 2000 and integer is taking 4 bytes of memory? And can you tell me what is the value of AND of A plus 1? We will discuss this types of concept. If you are writing A plus 1, what is the value you will get? Anyone? What is the value you will get? A plus 1. That we have already discussed. What is the value it will get? 2004. And what is the value of AND of A plus 1? AND of A plus 1. AND of A plus 1, basically it will go to the address of the next array. This value is nothing but equal to 2000 plus size of the array into 4. It will go to the 2020, the value of AND of A. AND of A. So this types of concept we will discuss. If you are going for the two-dimensional array, then in this case, basically A contains the address of the whole row, address of the whole row. So all concepts are very important. All concepts are very no, that is not equal to AND of A plus 1. Not this is not equal to AND of A plus 1. This one equal to AND of A plus. AND of A means, just you can see, if you are writing here A, just you can see, if you are writing here A, address of this box. If you are writing AND of A, address of this whole array. If you are writing AND of A, address, same like that. If you are writing here, just you can see, if you are writing a star AND of A, if you are writing a star of AND of A, it will give you the base address 2000. If you are writing here a star AND of A, it will give you the base address 2000. Just you can see, if you have the doubt, just you can see here we are going to write, it will give you the same value. Here we have written this one, a star bracket AND of A plus something like that. You can see AND of A, basically it will give you this value. Just you can see. This one will give you the same value. A star AND means address of whole array. A star means address of the first block, and means, just you can see, it will give you the same value. 1, 2, 3. Just you can see it will give you the same value 6. Why? Because this AND A is the address of the whole array. If you are writing a star of AND A, address of the first box. If you are writing plus 1, address of this box. Basically here we have to write plus I. Plus I, you will write plus I. Plus I.
So, but we use the star notation for the value which is written in the box, right?
Yes.
So why is it giving the address once again, even if you are writing star AND of A?
Just you can see, this is just like this one is your one box, which is storing the address of the whole array 2000. This is one box that is storing the address of the base array, and this is one box that is the address 2000 value A. You are talking about this A. If you are writing here A, what value it will return? What is the value present in the box? 2000. If you are writing a star of A, it will return you again 2000. If you are writing double star of A, then it will return you the value of A. So just like there is a link is there, that we will discuss. That's why I'm going to mention that all classes are very, very important. All classes are very, very important. In your main memory, we are not storing the address. The value is already stored in the main memory. Just to go through the memory management, when we have discussed about the memory management lecture, that is important one, because now whatever we are going to discuss in the array totally related to the memory management. Okay, so just go through the memory management lecture. Okay, one student is asking what is the address. So in this case, again it will give you the address of from the second one. Address of this one. If you are writing AND of A plus 1, why we are multiplying by 5 in the previous example? Where we are multiplying by 5? Here we have multiplied by 5. This one.
No, sir. In the program which you have written in the Windows journal.
Here.
Yeah, yes, this is one.
Yeah, so that's why I have already mentioned. AND of A basically contain what? Address of the whole array. Okay, and if you are writing plus 1, it will go to the address of the next array. So what is the next array address? From where it will start the next array address? It will start after the 5th block. That we will discuss.
So here is denoting the whole array.
Yes.
Not a particular box.
Yes, just you can see. If you have this concept. Now assume that this is just like your home. Inside the home, there are some rooms are there. Okay, rooms are there, and this is your next home. This is your next. If you are at this place and if you are going to say someone next, where it will go? It will go to the next room or it will go to the next home. Now you assume that you are any person is outside your home and someone is saying next. Go to next. Where it will go?
Next house, if he is outside the house.
Now assume that you are inside this room, you are inside your home, and someone is saying go to next. You will go to the next room. This is the concept. This, if you are writing AND of A, means you are at this place. This is your address. You are saying go to next, it will go to the next array, something like next memory. If you are again writing next, it will go to the next one. Again next, it will go to the next one. But if you are inside the room and inside the home, and if you are saying next, it will go to inside the room.
Okay, got it, sir.
So that's why I have already mentioned all concepts are very, very important. If you are going to miss single class, then in this case it's become very difficult to understand. Even you cannot compare what is the value of A, what is the A plus 1, what is the AND of A plus 1. But if you are attending all the lecture, I am giving you the 100% guarantee you become master in pointer and array. If you are attending all the lecture, same like that. If you have attended all the lecture, just will go through the gate question. Just to go through the gate question, I'm 100% sure you will give the right answer. If you are going to give, if you are going to follow the procedure blindly, if you are giving the answer, then you will give the wrong answer. Just you can see, these are the question, whatever the question we have discussed today, these are the question asked in the GATE exam. And GATE exam has always a standard question, just like your G mains and G advanced. So you are preparing G mains and G advanced for the BTech, same like that you are preparing GATE exam for the MTech. No, bitwise operator is not in the midterm exam.
So then AND of A plus 1 should print the address of the next like house you said, then it should be 2024, right? Why is it printing 2020?
No, index is starting from 0.
So but we there was A in bracket 5.
Just you can see. No, if you have the doubt, clearly you will go this one. Just you can see. I think after that is now look that we are writing here int A of 5. Okay, how many boxes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 box, 2 box, 3rd, 4, 5. If this address is 2000, what is this address? 4, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16. What is the next address? It will become 20. Just you can see. Because index is starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just you can see.
Okay.
both subjective, no multiple choice question is there, but mainly the single output based question will come, or subjective question will also come.
Sir, then if in array, if we write address and it is now at the last of what the space is available, then after that where will it go?
It will go to the next ad, because this is just like a memory. You have the memory, something like that. Just you can see, this is the memory. Now assume that this is your memory, something like that. This is these are the blocks are there. Now this is also the memory. Some blocks are there. You have the number of blocks are there. Okay. Now assume that you have written int a of 5. Okay. It will store this value. This is your private part. This is your public part. If you are going to write a of 6, it will give you the warning. It will give you the warning here. The array overflow, because you have created array only for the 5. You can only write a of 4.
Okay, sir. So it will not overwrite.
It will go and it will write here. It will go and it will write here. But this is a public property. This is a public property. Now assume that, try to understand. These are the homes are there. Try to understand. These are the homes are there. Okay. These are the homes are there. Okay. Now assume that you are going to hire 2 homes. These 2 home you have already had. Okay. Whatever the object you are going to write inside this home, that will consider a private property. But now assume that you are going to put your something like that, some object, some washing machine or something like that outside the home. Outside the home. In this, there is one road is there, and here we are putting your washing machine. Can we consider a public property or private property? Just will tell you.
No, public.
Public property, the same procedure is here. If you are going to write, if you are going to put some material, or if you are going to put some cloth in this washing machine, how can give the guarantee that this cloth is always available? Because this is a public property, everyone can access this property. But now assume that the same, if you have the washing machine inside the home, then this one is considered a private property. So same like that, if you have created array, these are the private property. No one can access this array. Okay, only your program can access this array. But it may be possible. Now assume that you know a, this one you a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3. Now we are going to store the value sum in a plus 4. We are writing a star of a plus 4 equal to 10. This value is a public value. Everyone will come and modify this value. By chance, we will get the value equal to 10.
Okay, sir. So if I write a bracket 6 and after that if I somewhere define a bracket 7, then it will give syntax error or it will execute that? Or
No,
only
if
warning?
you have written here, just you can see, if you are writing int a 6 and if you are writing a of 6, because the index you can write maximum 0 to 5, because the index is starting from 0. So in this case, it will give you some syntax error. But when you are writing here a plus 6, it will not give you the syntax error. When you are writing a star of a plus 6, it will all give you the syntax error.
Okay, sir. Understood. Yes, sir.
So now I'm going to check whether this compiler is giving or not. So as for example, we have written a of 5. Now we are writing here a of 5 equal to 10. Now we are going to check whether it is giving. No, it is not giving the any types of error. Just you can see, but it will store this value in public property. So in this case also it is not giving some error, because if you have written a of 5, so it is not giving error, but it will store the value in the public property. But if you are using the just, will check with the GCC compiler.
Yes, sir.
The scanning and uploading is there. Yes, you have to scan or you have to take the picture from your mobile and then you will upload. If any subjective question come in your exam, then in this case you will take the picture and after that you will upload.